And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're just about ready to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Line gets set, first down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense getting set for first down. Let's go. Leaves it with the running back. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play. They get just enough to keep the drive alive.
North Texas really has it going on offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block.
Open
open space at the 25. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Mean Green.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And the extra point is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run.
Afterburner's coming. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Here's the handoff. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. Still running at the 40. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He wants to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
Quarterback gets the first down. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
Offensive coordinators feel really smart when the run game opens, especially early in the game, because now everything is at their disposal and the defense is already on their heels.
The Commodores have it with a 1st and goal. On the move. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. Lining up for the PAT. The defense flailed at him like he was slathered in baby oil and wrapped in rattlesnakes. They didn't get close to it.
It's hard, man. The dude's so fast, but he's still allowed to throw it. He can still run it. He's so hard to get a handle on, and I tell you what, that's why he makes big plays time and time again.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Texas takes possession, the Mean Green offense will return to the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Runs through the tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play. And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. They go to the ground. Fights off a defender. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running back searching for a hole. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Using his legs its best. Bulls his way forward. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Getting some heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really nice third down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
North Texas will try to pick up the 4th down here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to the big tight end. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, North Texas! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time. He's going for it all. Makes the grab on the left side. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown Doors. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. UNLV is on top, but it's not like Randall Cunningham is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Coastal Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
It's a nice run there to get the first down. I got to tell you, I'm impressed with the stable of backs and the weapons this offense has. A lot of different guys can touch the football in a variety of ways, but they've been running it very, very well in this game so far.
He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball raining out of bounds.
Still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. North Texas will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Here's the return. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll run it from the gun. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They're trying to get to it.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
And the Commodores pick up the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Might as well give it to him again.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on 4th. Makes a grab enough for the first. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's up to 107 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, Commodores! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score Vanderbilt 28, North Texas 14.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Clock reads 11 seconds here in the first half. We'll see if they're content to regroup at halftime. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
10-yard loss on the play. Second down coming up.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On second down, just keeps firing. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got his man quickly. Turns it on at midfield. Hit the afterburners, kid. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Gets it out fast. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Offense working from the pistol. Gonna run it. It's best. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
He's brought down at the 21. Third down coming up.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
They'll throw it on first down. Fakes the catch. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
If this defense can come up with a stop here, they will take a giant step toward winning this game. And he's got it! Touchdown, Mean Green!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Working that left side now.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Ellington. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
He's looking to throw it. Moves around to clear up the vision. And it's caught! Touchdown, Vanderbilt!
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by a field goal over Central Michigan. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Oh, my, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
Pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football like this consistently, if you're not going to do anything about it, you want to be a great offensive coordinator, keep calling the run.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. North Texas really has it going on offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They're getting this guy lathered up. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Second down coming up.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. After run, now throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires it. And the pass hits, picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. Good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, North Texas. Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Wants to pass. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They want that clock to run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
They think there's room to run to the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the fourth quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Wants to fire on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 45 on his way. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much. When you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make them feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
Now on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Looking to throw. Trying to get to him. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking to go up top on first down. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous